Bleeding Blue Podcast, episode 37. We are back at it again. Sadly to say, however, the Blue Jays lost the series. They lost the series to the Milwaukee Brewers. That is the news of the week. It was terrible. Not only that, let's talk first. Kevin Biggio is now a Los Angeles Dodger.
Mm.
What do you think about that? Let's hear it.
Well, I think I mentioned this to you earlier this week, but I think he wasn't really, in the lineup as much, right? He was last couple of weeks. He's just been pinch running and shit, right? He has been what? Let's see. Let's look at his stats real quick here. He's
200.
he hasn't been hitting, lights out, but I think it was a good move for him. He's now on a team that'll probably make it to the playoffs, unlike the Jays. Maybe get himself a championship. The thing is, though, I don't know how much he's going to be contributing on the Dodgers, just because their lineup is so stacked. But it'll probably be the same situation as the Jays. But I don't know. Good for him, man.
I think you're right.
Working for him here.
I think you're right in the sense it will most likely be a similar situation. However, they don't have he's going to be a utility player. He's going to be playing third. He's going to be playing outfield every now and then, like defensive replacement at second, third, first, or whatever, because he can play a bunch of positions. Right. However, they don't have their utility players like Chris Taylor, Kike Hernandez, Gavin Lux have been terrible. They've just been god awful. In terms of average, Kike Hernandez is not. He's a terrible infielder. He's good at outfield, but he's a terrible infielder. Like especially when you put him at short, which is a horrible idea. So Cavan's just the next best option, I guess. They found an opportunity, found a spot for him, and now he's back with Teoscar Hernandez, probably going to start doing well. I saw a tweet that came out from Dave Roberts, some Dodgers reporter saying that they think they can do a lot with Kevin Biggio and perfect his swing and work on his swing. And maybe not. Maybe they're just saying that because they're talking to the media. That's probably what it is. But at the same time, Dodgers have been able to turn around players' careers, and they've done it with Jason Hayward. I guess they kind of did it with JD Martinez last year. He had a great season. Max Muncy is a great example of a player who was playing for the Oakland A's, not popular at all. Started in the minors, played a whole season in the minors, and absolutely mashed with the Dodgers, and then came up and continued to do the exact same thing and hit like 34, 35 home runs per season. So I'm curious to see how he will do. I'll still be, supporting him. Cabin, a lot of good memories, especially that go-ahead home run against the Minnesota Twins last year was pretty insane. I don't know if you remember that 3-run home run against Emilio Pagan.
No, not really.
Take a look at it. It's awesome if you find the time.
Is this in the playoffs?
No, dude. If it was in the playoff, how do you not remember the playoffs?
I do, but I don't remember it like vividly.
You don't remember them losing 2 games in a row?
Yeah, but you said go ahead home run. You didn't say that they won. I was confused.
Yeah, but there was no runs in the playoffs, bro. There was no runs.
I don't know. Whatever.
Do you not remember them not scoring any fucking runs in the playoffs?
I thought I don't know.
They scored
like
one.
I said, it's been a while.
Yeah. Anyway.
I kind of put that outside of my head.
Fair enough. No,
games,
I have too, but no, it was a game in the regular season that was a go-ahead home run. But anyway, so he's gone. But I think you're right also in the fact that I think it'll be nice to see some former Blue Jays maybe succeed in the playoffs, do well in the playoffs for once, because we have not. We have not done well in the playoffs, and I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year, which sucks. Which sucks a lot. And
no, we're still close, man. We still have that opportunity.
Maybe
the Brewers are a good team.
We're 3 games out of the wild card spot, but we're also 3 games below 500 or 2 games or something like that. So
it's not the worst thing in the world. Still figure it out.
Treading water. We're above water, I guess you could say. But yeah, it was I don't know. Series was very, very telling, as most series are, that we did not do well whatsoever. We didn't play well. The first game especially only scored one run with that Kirk home run, and then right away give it up to Willie Adames and the home run, and then I forget who else hit a home run, but it was not good. It was not a good game.
Mm.
Who pitched that game? Who was it? Was that the
What, last game?
no, first game. First game.
First game was Brios.
Brios, yeah. And he went 6 innings, 5 2/3, 3 earned runs. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
2 home runs though given up. Not the best thing in the world, but still, man, like 3 runs. Come on now. Like if
Yeah.
you should be able to come back from that. You should be able to come back from that and win the game, or at least tie it, or get a couple runs. But there was only 4 hits in that game between Varsho, Kirk, and Horowitz.
Jesus. I mean, Horowitz, man, he's coming along, dude.
Well,
Coming
he's
along
been
very
good.
nicely.
It was a smart move though to replace him, because he has been a lot better than he's hitting 389 right now, 921 OPS, 7 hits at this very moment. In 5 games, I'll tell you a stat that might blow you away. In 5 games, hear that? He has half as many hits, more than half as many hits as Daniel Vogelback does in 31 games.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's hitting 389, 5 games. It's pretty good.
It's very good. He's doing his position. His goal and his purpose for being on this team is to help the offense out. Help the offense out as much as you can. But I don't know if you remember a mistake he made that was a pretty big deal in the game one. He started off with the leadoff double, I'm pretty sure, and Vladdy hits a ground out. And for some reason, he tries running to third on that ground out and gets thrown out at third. And we lose our man running in scoring position with a slower person in Vladdy.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
It's just those little things, right? You know, maybe it's your first game for the team, they're replacing you, so you got to, produce, and maybe he just wasn't thinking the right way. Like he's probably thinking, I want to make sure I'm bringing in runs for the team, and sometimes you just aren't in the right mindset. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So yeah.
It was it was not a good game, but anyway, the good game that we did get to watch that was fun, I have to say, would be game 2. We won. We can't be upset that we won game 2. Not that many runs, only 3, but 3-0. You got Bassett, or no, it was Kikuchi going 5 innings, struggled.
Yeah.
Didn't have his best stuff, did not have his best stuff, but we're able to come out with the W, and I totally thought we were going to win game 3, but we didn't. But with game 2, everyone was participating in that game. We got Springer coming clutch. Excuse me.
Vladdy went 0 for 5 though.
Yeah, he did.
That's a rarity. Usually he's the one who's getting all the hits, right?
Yeah,
or at least right now.
I mean, you can't fucking just rely on him the entire time. Players are gonna go 0 for 5. Like your best players are gonna go 0 for 5 every now and then. It's not
Yeah.
gonna get a hit every game. You wish he would, but he's grinding. He's been playing a ton. He's getting a shitload of at bats, and can be a toll on you. And I think he'll be fine. I'm not too worried about him. But yeah, I guess that is something to talk about. He has been struggling a little bit as of late. Do you think any reason for that? Would you say?
Nah, I don't know. Just a minor slump, I guess. He's been hitting hot. Sometimes that cools off a bit. So
yeah.
I
think
it
of him
happens.
as a very hot and cold hitter. He's a player that goes hits and streaks. He gets his hits and streaks. So, same like Bo. And
right.
You want him to be better. You want him to be able to be more consistent, but again, you can't just rely on him. Bo's got to be better too. Springer has to be better, and that's the person I want to talk about next. Is George Springer, who is maybe one of the worst players in baseball right now.
Yeah,
Would you
But
agree?
for the contract that he has, definitely.
He's getting paid $50 million in the next 2 years.
Yeah, it's like fucking Tavares.
It is like
Guy gets paid over 10 mil a year, but his max goals is like 25. So he's like the sixth highest paid
yeah.
player in the league.
Springer's getting paid 25 mil a year, and his max exit velo is 50. So that's just goes to show
A lot of pop ups with
yeah, a
Mr.
lot of
Springer.
pop ups, a lot of swing and misses. In the
Yeah.
month of June, right now, he is hitting $150, $150. But yeah, I don't know,
Springer 150, not good enough.
not good enough. Oh, worse. He has, dude. Do you change his position? Like, do you make him a bench piece? Like, make him a defensive fielder?
Yeah, I do that immediately. If he doesn't do shit in the next 3 games, he's out of there. I'm putting,
He's
yeah,
150. Like, dude, he honestly, like,
I put Vogel back in outfield over him.
I'd love to see that, bro. I would love to see.
Put him in center.
I'd love to. No, I want him to play shortstop. That's what I want him to play. I wonder how much, like, I want to know. That's a great question. I want to know, like, if there's any way you could figure out, like, if you put like a position player with the speed and like ability to the ball and like reaction time, how good Daniel Vogelback would be at shortstop. If you did 162 games that short, how would he do?
Yeah, it would be interesting. I think every team in the MLB should take a player that is either a DH or plays like a specific position their like not their whole career, but like for the majority of the season, and then put them at catcher or put them in a spot where they don't know how to play, and just for one game, the whole team does it. They put players in different positions, and they have to win defensively. They just make it exciting for I think the MLB might probably do that, or just any fucking
I would love to see it, bro.
sports organization.
I love it when like
It would be fun.
I love it when like different players go and play positions that like they've never played before. Like I love Vladdy playing third. Like I love that because it's just
Or IKF pitching.
I love IKF pitching. I'd love to see IKF catch. I'd love to see Barshow catch. I'd love to see I remember when they put Russell Martin on third base. Like when he
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah, I remember
that's
that.
cool.
Like one of his
Josh Donaldson used to catch. He catched like one game. I remember that. I remember seeing highlights for that. He's actually a decent catcher.
No,
I think he played catcher in college or something, right?
I don't know if he was the main catcher, but he was one of the catchers.
Like the secondary one, if someone was injured,
Yeah,
they just put him in. Okay.
when he first came up, he wasn't terrible.
Right.
Put him to third at the hot corner, and he's fucking insane.
Yeah, I was watching the highlights. He's got some decent highlights. He's thrown out a couple people.
Trying to think of who else. Oh, Kyle Schwarber used to be.
That's right. Yeah. In MLB The Show, he had in MLB 21, he had a 99 rated card, and he had a catcher secondary. And in the game, you could put him at catcher as a secondary position. And as you know, in baseball, there's not that many hard hitting catchers. It's mainly just contact hitters. So you put him at catcher, and he's unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of putting him in the outfield, right. So it's a good.
Shit, he's been great this year.
Yeah,
he's been.
That's Colangelo's favorite player, Kyle Schwarber.
50 walks already this season in 65 games. He's got 13 home runs already. He's been really good. 241, which is very, very. He is not that type of hitter, as we know. Like he's a very. He's I don't even know how to word it. Like he's a very strikeout, low average hitter.
Yeah, let's go back to game 3. This was a tough one to swallow because Bassett had a great outing. 5 innings pitched, only 5 hits, 5 strikeouts. I think that's a decent outing for him.
That's okay.
Usually,
that's not terrible.
Usually he goes a bit longer, right? Because they tend to put him out for a bit. Like his pitch count's a bit higher than others, and
he stranded a lot of base runners.
Zach Pop and Mesa just screw the pooch, man.
Zach Poop was terrible.
Oh my God, just the
Zach
guys
Zach pooped in his
that you're
pants.
hitting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach
Uh,
pooped his pants, definitely.
Zach pooped his pants. Yeah, no, it was a terrible game. Especially, I mean, 1-0 lead. Like you know you're gonna give that up at some point. You can't
Right.
sustain a 1-0 lead the entire game. It has to be.
Especially to a team like the Brewers, right?
Yeah,
A
they're a,
team
they're a
that can
you
come
know
out of nowhere.
they're a wine and dine type of team. They nickel and dime you. They do their little things to get runs. They steal bases. They get just hit in the right spots. They do the suicide squeeze. I think that's what a suicide squeeze is when
What's that?
so when Kirk threw it to shortstop and you have a runner on first who tries to steal second, then you get the runner on third to try and advance at the same
That's
time.
right. That's right. I do that all the time on in MLB. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it works like
And so
magic.
and then that worked out for them. They ended up scoring.
Hmm.
And that's when we tied it up. And then Yelich, and then Contreras, and then Adames. Uh just kept doing it. Just
Yeah, we
fucking
tried to come back in the ninth inning though. We had what did we get? We got 3 runs in the ninth, and then just didn't have enough juice to finish it off. But it
Springer
was
had
good
one
that
of
the offense came back alive a
Springer,
bit.
bad at bat. You got to go watch that again. That may be one of the worst at bats I have ever seen. The most uncompetitive. To 3 pitches, I think it was something like that. Like maybe 3 pitches, swing,
Wow.
swing, like just
Oh my God.
horrible, horrible, and it's terrible. I hate that park. There were so many balls we hit to the warning track and hit hard, and they just ended up being caught at the warning track. I hate playing in Milwaukee. Vladdy skull fucked the ball to right to dead center, caught it.
Hmm.
Kurt, you know how far he hit a ball? That ball that scored the fourth run, 390 feet, 98 feet,
Was that center? I didn't. I
dead
didn't.
center, dead center.
Wow. That's not leaving. That's not leaving in Toronto though. Toronto, it's like 400 dead center.
Still, most like that's a hard hit ball. If you pull it or go opposite field that same way, it's a home run. But you hit it right to dead center, which I'm not going to blame them. I'm not going to be like, you should have pulled the ball. You should have hit it opposite field. I mean, like, it just sucked. It sucked so bad. I remember just like,
Hmm.
I don't know. Whenever I used to like yell and scream, like whenever I get mad at the game, and like, but now I just go silent. Now I just cry and just like I turn off the TV right away. I go, okay, and then just go on my
Yeah. Same here with the Leafs. Like I just accept it and fucking leave it alone.
yeah. The shitty
The Bills is a different story. I love to yell at the TV when the Bills are playing like shit. That's a whole different story. But
can't wait for football. Yeah.
Jays and Leafs, I've just accepted it. So Bills, I expect more from, but the Leafs and the Jays, I've kind of seen it very often, and yeah.
They're terrible. They played like fucking bums. Like they were not good at
Hmm.
all. That game it's who this team is, and yeah. What did you guess for this series? Sweep?
Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
got it
I
right
was just
though.
I thought I was confident going into the series because Milwaukee, they don't play them that often, and maybe they might have the upper edge, but clearly I was wrong. So don't let me cook ever again.
No, that was not your best call, my friend. That was not your best call. But I've had some worse ones. 92 win Jays in make it to the World Series this year. That was pretty rough. Shit, my good friend. Yeah, no, it is as they say, an embarrassing prediction. But yeah,
Yeah, you never know. They might go on a streak. You never know. But
on my way to that,
there's
so
lots
much
of baseball left.
there
Lots of
is.
baseball left.
It's just hard. It's just hard to
Yeah.
and cheer this team on, and when you know they're playing horrible, and it's just no fun. But yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, next thing up to discuss predictions for next
Let's
series.
let
Or
the
were we
next series. Yeah. No. I was going to say that too.
okay?
So we got the Guardians, probably definitely top 3 team in
The
the American League, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. They're on fire. Jose Ramirez is just fucking killing the league right now. That guy is. If Judge and Soto weren't playing out of their minds, he'd probably be MVP in the MVP conversation
I
right
don't
now.
know. I mean, you got Bobby Witt and Gunnar Henderson, who are also absolutely insane, but that's no diss to J Ram. J Ram's been a machine for the Guardians. He's been awesome.
Yeah, 18 home runs, 62 RBIs. Holy 62!
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! That guy. He's got 11 stolen bases too. I didn't know he stole bases like that. Okay.
Dude, go check his stats. He's insane. He's a little chubbers, like a 5 foot. He's five
Yeah, but he
foot,
can move though.
and he's like, you look at his stolen bases each year. He stole 34 bases in 2018.
No way I'm seeing this right.
Yeah,
Steven Kwan is hitting 380.
he's also played in a lot less games.
Oh my god.
He was in.
No, he's
Yeah, he has. He's played.
he's got like 100 less
everyone else. He's
plate
played
appearances
25
than.
less games than J Ram.
Okay.
But
All right.
Still,
Kwan is insane too, man. He's like with Arias up there with the hitting, the just contact hitting and shit.
no,
This guy, their catcher David Fry. This guy is.
He out of nowhere.
I don't know where the fuck this guy came from. Yeah, he has a card. He had a 99 card in MLB and has insane stats. I've never heard of this guy before.
Yeah. No, he hit. Yeah, I don't know where this guy came from, but they've got two catchers. David Fry and Austin Hedges. Who Austin Hedges is fucking terrible too. He's hitting 123 this year, 20 in 22 games.
Yeah,
that is not good. It is not good at all. He will probably be released at some point because he's very good defensively, but other than that, it's pretty rough. Next thing I was gonna say though, so the pitching matchups: Logan Allen versus Kevin Gausman, Carlos Carrasco, which will most likely either be a Bowden Francis or Yariel Rodriguez, whoever won, versus Carrasco, and then Ben Lively. Logan Allen has not been good. 5.57 ERA. Carlos Carrasco, Cookie, as they call him, 5.5 ERA in 11 starts. And Ben Lively, 2.59 ERA in 10 starts. Ooh, that's pretty good. But so probably, I don't know. Like, I think we lose 1 and 2.
What? You say 1 and 2?
Yeah.
I say they get swept. 0 and 3.
Oh.
They're not winning a game.
Bro, they've got.
Sorry, I meant to say Guardians. They're just too good, dude. They're too good. Maybe the Jays pull out another bullshit extra innings win, but the other 2 games they'll get clapped. They'll get clapped.
Yeah. No, they're missing a lot of good players. They have so many good players on their team, but like let's see. Like Bybee has been pretty solid for them. Tanner Bybee, like he's always been a good player for them. Christian McKenzie's been solid. Logan Allen has not been good, but he was pretty good last year. Gavin Williams is not playing. He was really good last year. He's like a Jacob deGrom type. Cookie Carrasco has not been good, and they're missing Bieber. And I'm trying to think of who else they're missing. I feel like they're missing another guy. I'm not sure. But yeah, they're solid. They're a really good team. 20 games above 500. Pretty good. Aaron Smalley was good for them last year, and then Cal Contral, who's traded.
Yeah, too bad Shane Bieber's injured, man. That guy's
I fucking
really
love
good.
Shane Bieber, bro. He was like one
Good
of my
player.
players of like one of my favorite pitchers. No high velo like whatsoever, but just nickels and dimes everyone. He's got the fucking slider that's filthy. He's got a good cutter. He's got some good pitches. He's a good player. But yeah, Cleveland Guardians, they're something else. They're a good team. I'm excited to see what they how they do, because they're one of those teams that you want to see win, because they've got some good players on their team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our next segment here. Things that don't make sense.
Things that don't make sense. All right.
There you go. I got a couple. I don't know which one to pick. There's a lot of interesting ones.
I've got a good one.
You got to go. Okay, you start. I
All
got to
right.
decide here.
I will go first. Today's segment of things that don't make sense, I will be talking about something that actually is sports related this time. I remember hearing this from a very, very popular player in the MLB who he's been playing in the league for a while, a veteran. Excuse me. And I think that the drop third strike rule, it does not make sense and should not be in the league at all. I do not think it
Sorry,
should
what is this?
drop third strike.
Drop third?
Drop third strike. You know what that is?
No.
No, you don't know what that is? So
No,
you
I
have a
don't.
runner on, if you don't have a runner on first, and say the pitcher throws a ball in the dirt and the batter swings at it, but the catcher doesn't catch it, he can run to first.
I understand. Yes, okay. I didn't know there was okay, all right.
Yeah. I don't think that I think you strike the guy out, he swings and misses, he's out. You don't get any little treats, you don't get any presents because the catcher didn't catch the ball properly. What if he blocked it perfectly? What the fuck? Like he kept it in front of him. Like you can't it doesn't make any sense. Like it's not like there should be a punishment for the catcher or the pitcher for throwing the ball in the dirt. If anything, they should be rewarded with the strikeout. The batter should be punished with getting struck out and going back to the bench and not getting on base. Doesn't make sense to me. I think you have a skill at throwing a pitch that's so insanely good that it goes in the zone and hits the ground as it comes into the batter's box and comes at the plate. That's that's not the pitcher's fault. That's pitcher doing something good. So that's what I have to say about that. And the pitcher who said that they think that's ridiculous is Max Scherzer. So that's pretty reliable right there. That's a pretty good source in somebody who believes in that rule, thinks that rule should be taken away. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. It doesn't make sense. You strike out the guy's out. That's the game. That's the way of the game.
I don't know. I'm kind of half and half on it because yes, he did swing at it, but if you're the catcher and you don't catch the ball, that's your job, or at least control it.
Okay, but I'm saying how is the catcher supposed to catch a ball that is in the dirt in the other fucking batters? Javi Baez swings at the most ridiculous pitches ever, and the catcher comes out and blocks it because that's part of baseball is you're supposed to block pitches that are in the dirt. Sometimes they swing it and miss at them. I don't think that the catcher I don't think that the catcher should be punished or should be penalized and have to throw it to first after the throw. I don't know. It just seems ridiculous to me. It doesn't seem, I wouldn't say it's ridiculous because that's been a part of the game forever. But I think it's a rule that doesn't always make sense. I think we could go on without it and be happy and be merry with our lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
You convinced me.
Nice. Yay.
Yeah. You convinced me.
Yay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. This one's mine. So recently they had the Apple event or whatever. They released the new shit. Like the new iOS 18 or whatever. There's a lot of stupid shit in this new update, and just iOS in general, Apple and Apple products, and every year there has to be a new iPhone. And what do they change every year? They change the material that the iPhone's made out of. Like you're trying to excite your customers. Obviously, it's Apple. It's Apple, and they've been doing this for almost 50 years now, and they know how to. They have probably the best marketing team, marketing scheme in the whole world. I think because some of the shit that they're saying that is, new. Android has done it for 5 years. And I'm not an Android user. Like I use Apple products. I'm filming this I'm on a MacBook Pro right now. But I don't understand the draw behind every year there has to be something new to the phone. Why don't we take our time every 2 years? This kind of goes with like Call of Duty, for example. Like they make a game every year, but it's the exact same game, but they just make new maps and there's different guns. Like there's no I don't see any excitement behind it. And some of the features that they've added have already been on Android and they've already been done before. Why can't we, add something that hasn't been done before on smartphone? Maybe something different. Change it up a bit.
It's a good question.
I think they should figure something out because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Some of the shit. Like I saw what they were doing. What was one of the new ones? They you can you can schedule a text for someone if you're like, you can't wake up in the morning too early, or you're not supposed to wake up early in the morning, or you don't want to. You can schedule a text for that time. Like just lazy shit like this. Why can't you just wake up yourself and text and like that's what reminders are for, right? You have a reminders app so you can remind someone to text someone, not actually schedule a fucking text message. Like it's so stupid. Like little shit like this makes no sense. Why can't you improve the actual technology that's in the phone, not stupid shit like this?
Yeah.
Or like a voice message after a FaceTime call. Like it makes no sense to me. They need to adjust to making every 2 years, not every year. I understand that they want their money, but they're the highest, they're the most they make the most revenue out of any company in the world, apart from maybe Amazon.
It's quantity over quality, bro. It's the same thing as fucking Marvel movies. It's just they realize that.
Yeah, but Marvel's starting to figure out now that they shouldn't be making 5, 6 movies a year.
Actually, you're
That
right.
clearly doesn't work out.
They stopped, they slowed down because it is overwhelming to fans. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, though, people always need new phones. People are always, oh, I broke my phone, or they have the oldest. They have like, there's still people that
Then
have.
get the same one. Then get the same one. You don't need one every year.
But people like us are like, oh, no, people always need new phones. And when I say that, it's like they always are at different like stages of their phone. Like some people, my friends have a couple editions ahead of me. I don't even know what type of phone I have. I think I have the iPhone 12. I have no clue, honestly. Um, but there's always people that need new stuff. So having a new edition is like, oh, there's a new phone out. I need a new phone. Let me get that new one. And that's what kind of motivates people. But I don't even know how much it does. I agree with you. I think I'd much prefer, like, even if they did it like every 3 years and then just do a different, get a new version of the same iPhone if
Mm-hmm.
it's breaking. And also they've been known to do fucking little sneaky shit with like making their phones slowly like break down and be destroyed. So you have to go out and get the new one.
Yeah, get a new one. Yeah, sneaky shit like that. And my dad, he's had an iPhone 8. He has an iPhone 8 still, and it's completely fine. Like they gotta, I know, like that's actually doesn't really help my point. But basically, what I'm trying to say is it's stupid. Like you got to figure out something new here. We got to take our time with the technology. I know, technology is changing every year, but let's figure something out, right? Do
Yeah,
something different.
fair enough.
That's just those are my thoughts. But there's a lot of things I could have picked today. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
All right. Well, I think that anything else you have to add?
Yeah, so no Euros podcast this week. The guys who we were fuck you. There's guys, you're not even supposed to be part of it, so shut the fuck up. There's the guys that I was supposed to do it with, they're busy, so it's hard to schedule a podcast with them, but I will be making an IG post of my predictions. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably make a TikTok as well. Just a separate video of me doing a little breakdown of the winner the group and other predictions. But yeah, big game tonight for the Oilers. We didn't really talk about the
Will they win?
last two games in the playoffs. Yeah, first two games. We'll yeah, just quick discussion here. The Oilers outplayed them game one, but Bobrovsky is just an absolute beast. Like that guy is. I think he's probably going to win the Conn Smythe if they win the cup. But I think Edmonton will win tonight. I think the crowd is going to be a big part of the team, and they're gonna get the team pumped up, and I think McDavid's gonna have a big night. But yeah, then Florida's gonna win game 4 in overtime, and then they're gonna win it in 5. That's my prediction. But just based off the last couple of games, like Florida is just a far better team than Edmonton. Even when they play, even when Edmonton is outplaying them, Florida's defense, like this is nothing for them. They can shut them down easily. Like it's no problem for them.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No.
No. All right.
Go Oilers.
Go Oilers. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hopefully the Jays win the fucking series. Sweep would be incredible. That means you're above 500. That's what that would mean. So
yeah, that
Jays,
won't happen though.
Oilers, fuck the Florida Panthers, and fuck the Euro Soccer Club, and fuck you, Johnny.
Euro Soccer Club?
I don't know.
That's not what it's called.
What's it called?
The Euros. It's the tournament.
Fuck
the Euros.
Why do you like soccer? How do you like it?
Because I'm Croatian, and that's our country's sport.
For insulting your culture. Well, no, I didn't, but
yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You definitely did.
No, I didn't.
It's fine. Croatia's going to win the Euros. That's my prediction. They're going to win all their games,
and that's
Canada's not in it. They're in the Copa America.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys. Check out TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify. We are all there. Have a good one. Cheers. Say hi to your mom for me. See ya.